Buddy, it's Melissa. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing video of a couple Byredo fragrances. We got Mojave Ghost, and then we also have Gypsy Water. And for some reason, I feel like I've tried a sample of one of these fragrances months ago, maybe even a couple years back, but I truly can't remember. The one fragrance I remember trying from this house is called Bal d'Afrique, and I didn't like the fragrance, but for some reason I liked the body wash, so that was kind of interesting. But here we go. Let's see what this is about, and I'll put the discount link of where I ordered the fragrances in the comment section below in case you want to, you know, compare prices or support the channel. But as always, please buy where you're comfortable, because that is an affiliate link, and I didn't know there'd be stickers on the side of this. So here we go. This one is Gypsy Water. Oh, that's what it looks like. I hope it doesn't come out. Boom. It's cute. Oh, you know what? Now that I see the bottles, black saffron. How could I forget that? I think because black saffron, it doesn't follow like the whole neutral, clean, intimate sort of vibe that a lot of the Byredos are known for, so I forgot about it, but I love that fragrance from them. Let's do two sprays. It smells clean right now. I think that, well, just before I even put it to my nose, it smells like a unisex fragrance. I think that with a lot of niche fragrances, they're marketed as unisex so anybody could wear them, but this is the type of smell that I have smelled on more women, but that doesn't mean it's more of a feminine fragrance. I just think that, yeah, I've definitely smelled this on people before, and it's good. Like, it's a good smell. Huh, up close, it's kind of nice too. It smells a little like soapy, musky on my skin right now. There's a touch of sweetness in here too. It's nice. It's nice. Here's what I'm thinking. Just first impression wise, where I would want to smell, or where I would wear this type of fragrance. I don't know why this is the first thing that came to my mind, but you know when you wake up early in the morning and let's say you're in an airport, right? And there are some people, like the other day I was in a hospital doing something, and why did I even anyways, one of the nurses, he was wearing like a very citrusy like aquatic synthetic fragrance, and it was like 7 a.m. and it was a bit much, right? But this is the type of fragrance that I'm like, okay, if I did smell this early in the morning when I wouldn't want to be smelling fragrances, I'd still be okay with it. You know, I don't find it to be as intrusive. I hope that makes sense. You know what? No, this is what it smells like right now. You guys ever go, like, have you ever been to like a nice hotel, right? Like the moment you enter the double doors, the lobby smells luxurious and expensive. I could swear I've smelled this in a Marriott lobby. That's probably what it is. Dude, can someone vouch for that? Like, if anyone's been to like the Marriott and like, you know, those, or just any bougie hotel in general, that's kind of why I feel like this has a certain sweetness to it. Because you know what's interesting? I'll get people that ask me for clean vanilla fragrances that don't smell sweet. And I've always kind of wondered, I'm like, well, vanilla is typically a sweet scent. And in my mind, I'm like, maybe they're talking about that hotel lobby smell, the expensive hotel lobby smell that's a little sweet but still clean. I think this is the fragrance that they're using in some sort of diffuser. That's what it is. That's crazy how that clicked. All right, I'm going to put that off to the side. I'll let you know what I think about it after I try this one. I mean, right now it's good, but after that hotel association, I'm getting hotel lobby vibes, you know? Not that that's a bad thing, but let's see. This one's probably the most requested one from this house that I get is Mojave Ghost. And I really do want another 13 by Le Labo in my collection just because I like that sort of clean smell, you know? So here's what the bottle looks like. We're gonna go 2 sprays on that one. Oh, hold on. In the Air, I like this one better already. This one has more of a brightness, a spritziness, like a fresh out the shower vibe. And you guys know I really like fragrances that smell good right out the shower. Whereas Gypsy Water, I mean, it was neutral, but still a little bit like a little sweet, a touch sweet. But this right here is a little bit more lively, you know, not as subdued. And I say subdued in a positive way. But, oh, hold on. In the Air, that's nice. It smells like pear. I don't know that, by the way, I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video, but I don't know the notes of these fragrances. I don't look at the notes before I do any unboxings just because I don't want to have any bias. I don't want to be searching for a certain note because I read it somewhere. I want to just be completely transparent with how it originally comes across to my nose, first impression wise. Dude, it smells like delicious pear. Kind of salivating a little bit. I don't consider this a gourmand. I know when people hear the word salivate or mouth watering, they're like, oh, that must be a gourmand. Take that as you will, but that's good. Wow, that's nice. Okay, this one I immediately love. The Gypsy Water. Gypsy Water is still good. And I could see a lot of people loving both these fragrances, truthfully. Especially if you really dig the minimalistic, simple fragrance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the one that you could probably daily wear. I will say, I could see both of these as somebody's signature scent. Really. Both are unisex, by the way. I think, that's really nice. This is very versatile. The way that this is smelling right now, I could see this. I could see somebody wearing this in a boardroom meeting. I could see somebody casually wearing this like on a date. I could see somebody wearing this to work. I could see somebody just wearing this even if you're playing sports. Like it has that versatility to it. You know, and that's a good fragrance to have in your rotation. You know, if you're someone that doesn't have a collection and you're just trying to pick, okay, what scents, if I have 3 slots or 5 slots that I should fill in, what should I kind of rock as my unproblematic neutral frag? I would say Mojave Ghost is really giving it right now. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying the smell of this scent. It's addicting. Man, I can't wait to do a full review of this one right here. And I think, personally speaking, Gypsy Water isn't something that, again, first impression wise, I would crave to wear. Like, I don't see it being something that I'm like, ooh, today is a Gypsy Water type of day. Unless, you know what, fall is around the corner. We're basically in fall right now. In some places, y'all are in fall, where it's colder, right? I think this is a good, here's what I'll say. I think this is a good signature scent for like the fall winter time. If you're looking for like a lighter type of fragrance, right? Maybe you're not digging too much on the heavy stuff, the strong stuff, the beast mode fragrances, but you still want to smell good and you still want it to, you know, to mesh well with like the weather. I think Gypsy Water would be really good. Now that I have that hotel lobby association with it, that's what I'm thinking of. It's kind of like how with Grand Soir by MFK, right? I think that's a great leather fragrance, especially if you like it thick. But it can kind of remind you of a candle. And sometimes it's like when I think of certain items, like I don't really want to wear it as a fragrance, right? Because I associate it with other things. But don't let that put you off from Gypsy Water if you're somebody that kind of lives where it's a little bit chillier and you want a clean vanilla fragrance. I know that sounds contradicting, but the best way I could say it was that hotel lobby description, like a bougie hotel lobby, like, oh wow, it smells good in here. Like this, I could see both of these fragrances getting you a lot of compliments, especially if you're outside like that. Yeah, like these are definitely scents that people would be like, oh yeah, she always smells good, you know? So yeah, Gypsy Water is nice. I don't see this. I think this would get irritating on a summer day though. If you live where it's warm, this can kind of push it a bit where it's like, oh my God, like it would just kind of, it's like a mosquito that just keeps kind of flying around and you're like, will that thing leave me alone? That's kind of what this would be to me, because it's not going to overwhelm everybody's senses, but when you're catching a lot of it and just imagining this in the high heat, I could see it being off-putting. But in colder weather, I think Gypsy Water would be a really good signature scent in comparison to Mojave Ghost, which I find to be not strictly a summer, springtime fragrance. I think this is a year-round type of thing. And whenever people ask me, well, why, like, is it okay to wear fresh fragrances in cold weather? My answer is always yes, because, I mean, you shower year-round, right? And typically after you shower, you smell fresh and you're clean. So wearing a fragrance that mirrors that, and of course being clean first, and then throwing on the fragrance so you're smelling even sexier, that's never going to be an off-putting thing in cold weather. The only downside to wearing a freshie like this in cold weather is going to be the performance. You guys hear that? The performance of it. Okay, so if you're someone that's going to be really upset that, oh, how come this fragrance is not really lasting and blah, 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 if that's going to upset you, then yeah, that's why I would say maybe you don't wear those type of freshies if it pisses you off like that. But just from a standpoint of getting nauseous or sick or irritated with the smell of something, I don't think you would get that with Mojave Ghost. But I'm really feeling this one right here. I would want to layer this in another 13. I think that would be a really, really good combo. But that's all for this video right now. Again, it's just the first impression, so I'll be back with full reviews on both of these fragrances, just kind of sharing how the wear time was, the projection of both of these fragrances, what other people around me thought of these fragrances, and also what I thought when I was wearing it, if it made me irritated and whatnot. Listen to me. You guys make me so nervous. I'm stumbling all over the place. And again, I'll leave the discount link for where I got these fragrances pinned in the comment section below. It's also going to be in the description box in case you want to grab it from there. But always get it from wherever you want to. I always recommend that you guys should sample or try it for free at a store before buying niche fragrances that are typically more on the expensive side, okay? So don't blind buy unless you're comfortable being a blind buy baller. That's all I have to say, okay? I hope y'all have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.